Hi, okay. This is a learning process as always. I've been doing it about 2 years, but I just figured it out. If I spread out my videos a little bit, then it's not too much for the system to take in. So now I'm gonna spread out my videos a lot, okay, because I tried to do it before like 1:30, and it was giving me trouble. So, all right. Okay. So the Black Swan trial today was, I don't know, um, good. A little boring. Not boring, but it had the necessary parts, but they were very intricate and tech heavy, and I'm into tech, but not the way that not in that way. So I was like, okay, I guess I trust you because I have no idea. I mean, I think that I've learned more about mm, guns and shooting in the last trials than I have in my entire life. Because I'm just not really a fan of guns except for self protection. So yeah. So okay, we're day 5. So I was wondering how many witnesses the defense was gonna have on their side. I didn't think it was gonna be a lot. I didn't even think about this till now, but I kind of figured if the defendant didn't testify, then it kind of be witness heavy. But if she testified, then they kind of have some other witnesses to back her up, and that's what happened. So today, at the end of the day, the defense rested, so both sides rested, but then they had to have the charge conference, which is just saying how they want the verdict form to be written or that kind of thing. And so, if there's any language in the verdict form that might be confusing, um, the defense and the state attorney has the right to say, "Oh, well, this might be confusing. Maybe we should word it like this, or maybe we should put it like this." Those kind of things. So, my estimation now is the trial is going to be 5.5 days. I say half because they're going to start at 9 a.m. But then all that's going to happen is the jury instructions are going to go out, and then they start deliberation tomorrow. And then that starts another phase because you don't always know how long the jury's going to deliberate for. Like last trial was Karen Reed, and I thought, okay, give them 4 hours, 5 hours tops to have a verdict. No, it was 3 days, 4 days, and they were a hung jury. So yeah, um, yeah. So uh, I'll probably do, well, I mean, I'll do a video tomorrow, but it'll probably be like, okay, like I thought, the jury instructions went out, and now we waiting game. So don't expect a 10-minute video tomorrow because I just won't have it. I mean, because then you're going to total speculation because then you're going into what you think the jury might think. And I don't do that because, well, number one, I'm almost always wrong. And number two, that means that you have the ability to go in someone's brain and know exactly what they're thinking. And I don't care what people say, no one has that ability. So, yeah. Um, But it will be interesting to see what happens here because I I can't help it. I'm I'm starting to think of myself as like I know I'm a layman, okay, but I'm starting to think that I think like most state prosecutors because I think I'm on the side of okay, like in this case, I guess I'm gonna give you a few of my thoughts here. Okay, in this case, a woman a woman seemingly happy in the marriage because they met and married after 13 days, which is astronomical, slightly insane on my part. I don't think I would ever do that. I mean, I knew I loved my last boyfriend after 5 minutes, but I don't think I would have married him after 13 days. I knew I wanted to marry him, but eventually, not that soon. Okay. So, okay. So you take a woman, who's seemingly happy in the marriage, and they had a kid, and so you think everything is great. Behind closed doors, which I always say you never know entirely what's behind closed doors because people can put up a front or a public persona and behind closed doors is a totally different story, and or the other way around. They can look like they fuss and fight in public and it's total bliss when they get home. So who knows? Um so you say, okay, odd. So then you go, okay, there has to be a reason why she did that. There had to be some motivation, some kind of something went wrong, or, you know, or I always go into, which I know this isn't always the case, but I always go into maybe she felt in danger for her life because I, I don't think that you would unalive someone for anything other than that. Now I know I've heard some stories and seen some stuff online and some stories in the news or whatever. But I'm just like, oh, okay. Um, okay, so I always try to go deeper, and like I said, I go down the tree or up the tree of why. Okay, this happened. Why? Okay, well, she did so and so. Why? And I just keep going until I run out of reasons or what I think is the best conclusion. So, okay. So then you go and you put all the facts in a bucket. I just say a bucket. I mean, you know how you compartmentalize everything, right? In your brain. There's the work side, and there's the fun side, and there's the chore side, and the whatever. You know what I mean? So we all have things. Okay. So I put all the evidence in a bucket, and I go, okay, well, what do we know here? Younger woman married an older guy. They have a kid, and but what could be the motivation for what happened? Okay, well, I found out a little later, like 2 days in, that they had a kid. So therefore, they had a custody battle. Didn't know about the custody battle. Now, I have heard and seen some stuff about custody battles. People will do some crazy stuff when they don't want the other person to have custody of their kid. Now, I don't know if it's right or wrong. I'm just saying. So, yeah. But I kind of threw this in the bucket temporarily because I was like, okay, well, I can see it. They're gonna go down the domestic route. They're gonna say that she felt in danger for her safety or whatever. So, you know, They're gonna say that. Yep. Yeah, the defense said. Now this defense guy, I don't know. Okay, Laura, try to be kind. Um, I think that I'm not sure how long he's been doing this, but I don't think he's been doing it for too long. The reason I say this is because there have been plenty of times when the judge has said, okay, do you have anything else to add? And it's like he doesn't hear him or he doesn't understand. So the judge has to repeat again. Did you have anything else to add? Did you want to say anything? Excuse me, like, are you here? So yeah, I don't know. And there were plenty of times when he should have said something, done something, and he didn't. So I'm like, does he know what he's doing? Whereas the state, the prosecutor seems more, I don't know, likable is not the right word, but more congenial, genial in the for the jury. I don't know which word to say because we're talking about this kind of case. So any kind of positive language just seems like foreign to me, but you understand what I'm trying to say here. Okay, I hope. Um, but yeah, but even today, one of the witnesses, she tried to get him to say certain things, and the witness would not say that. And so you could tell she was getting aggravated. I could just tell because she would try, and the defense did it too. They would. It's like they're trying to hit a target. Is how I figure it. Okay, and they go from this angle. They don't hit it. They go from this angle. They don't hit it. They try and try until they get the target. And the target is for the witness to say, yes, I agree. So and so could happen this way. But she was aggravated and then that made her more aggressive and I feel like more aggressive than she should have been. And as far as the defendant goes, I don't know. I can't read her from a body language standpoint because she doesn't really give anything. She looks like she's not, well, she's not happy to be there, but also like she's just not there. It kind of feels like, yeah, okay, this is what I mean. Feels like she's having an out of body experience and not being in the courtroom. That's what it feels like. And also, I told you about the emotion thing. She barely had any emotion throughout the whole thing. When she was testifying, she cried, kind of, when she had to demonstrate what happened and how she did everything. And that was the one time I saw emotion from her. Otherwise, it was like stone. Or there was like that one tear that goes down the cheek, but one tear. No sniffling, no snobbing, no nothing, sobbing, nothing. I mean, you should see me. I'm gonna use me as an example just for the crying thing. Man, I got two kinds of crying. Okay, the crying where I'm kind of crying and the tears are kind of flowing. And then I have what I think most women have. I'm gonna say women because I'm a woman, but I'm sure some guys get like this too, maybe. But where you have the ugly cry, where okay, like if you have makeup on, all your makeup is down your face. You're sobbing. You have snot. The ugly cry. Uh, I did not see the ugly cry from her at all. So take with that what you will. I don't know. All right. So, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, and every day they have deliberation, but don't know how long that's going to be. So, all right, bye guys.